Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel and another day. I said yesterday I'll see you tomorrow and I'm here. I don't really know, I don't have a proper plan today, just have a massive cleanup, to be honest, downstairs. I can't upload yesterday's video yet because I'm wanting to plan to upload a Sims today, so it's gonna be tomorrow that I upload yesterday's. So today's will be uploaded Saturday. But it doesn't matter. I look a mess. I've just got up. I haven't actually brushed it yet or done anything. I'm wanting to have a wash and wash my hair today. So, if I take it down, I'll be able to show you how ridiculous it looks from where I've slept with it up. And I don't know why I sleep with it up, to be honest, because, well, I don't like sleeping with it down. I don't know why. I used to sleep with it down and hate the idea of sleeping with it up. But now it's the other way around. But no, I want to give this a good old wash and a brush. But I'll do that in a bit. I'll probably just do all the housework and cleaning and tidying that I need to do first. And then get in there, probably tonight now. So, I wanted to talk to you all about some things that have been going on lately, things that are coming up. And I just thought it would be really good to share it with you all. So, I've just gone up, so I'm quite tired. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brush my hair to pull it up for now, and I will make a cup of tea this morning because I actually fancy a tea. I had plenty of coffee and things yesterday, but I really want a tea today. I know my eyes are really bad. It's because I went to bed and fell asleep more or less really quick last night, but I forgot that I had makeup on, and that's the result, and it looks so bad. But I will fix it, it's fine. Anyway, so I will see you guys in a bit when I've done a load of things. I thought before I go off and do anything, that would actually show you guys how my hair actually looks before I brush it, but when I've put it all in front of me like this. That is quite wild. Quite wild. Now, I used to have it a lot thicker than this, but then when I dyed it ages and ages ago, many years ago when I dyed it a couple of times, obviously it thinned it out. But it's starting to get as thick as it used to be, slowly, but I know it's getting there. But I don't want it as thick as it was. It looked wonderful, but it's harder to manage when it's a lot thicker. But I can't complain. At least it's not really, really thin to the point where, you know, yeah, you know. Glad it's brushed. Sorry, I coughed like I did yesterday morning. That cough where it makes me feel sick. I feel fine, I just cough like it. I'm glad I've brushed it. Looks a bit better. I know I need to wash it. I know it's a bit of a state, so. But it's not too bad. So I was just wondering if there's anything good that you guys would recommend that's good to watch at the moment. I just feel like having one of those days where I want to watch something good. I know lots of good things myself. But if there's anything that you guys would recommend that I should check out, then I will do that. You have to comment down below and I will check out. Guys, I always reply back to comments and I always like your comments, so I try not to leave you out, which is great. So obviously I'll check it out, I'll see what you've said, and I will watch what you recommend. So I'm looking for a mug. I will watch what you recommend and I will say my opinion, whether I like it. But I recommend, it's on Disney Plus at the moment, I recommend you watch the film Stargirl. Now, if you haven't actually seen it, you really need to, because I think you're going to really like it. And I like it that much. I feel like watching it again. I don't know. I mean, I've got all the cleaning up and things to do first before I do something pleasurable. But I highly recommend you watch Stargirl. It's really, really good. Anyway, time to make my cup of tea. So, when you guys make your tea, do you put the tea bag in and put the boiled water in before adding the milk and sugar, or just milk if you don't have sugar? Or are you like me, that just puts the milk, sugar and tea bag ready in the mug, and then when I've poured the water, I just know it's all in there ready to go? It might be the wrong way to do it for some of you, but I just find it easier to do that, because then I can just take the tea bag out and stir it, and I know it's done. Like I don't know how you guys make your tea. Actually, comment down below how you make your tea and what your favourite tea is. I'll be really interested to know, how you do it and what you like. It sounds silly, but I would be interested to find out what milk you use as well. The thing is, our house is one of those houses where we have so much choice of tea. I never know what tea I want, so I just tend to go for one of my favourites until it runs out, and then I stick to the dear version of Builders. Because you've got your classic Builders tea, that's like the cheap, standard 80p done. I don't like it. When it comes to tea, I have an expensive taste. I will have things like Assam and Earl Grey and Lady Grey and stuff like that. I can have the supermarket version of that kind, but when it's the bog standard 80p tea bag, no. I do actually recommend this Earl Grey if you're going to go for the Earl Grey. This is the Sainsbury's one, which is quite nice. I love the Asda's one, that's really nice. But this Earl Grey is actually a present I gave to Dad, and it came from the Isle of Wight, and it's just in a really nice packaging. This is not Earl Grey, but this tea, the extra strong, is Marks and Spencer's, and this is so tasty. I would highly recommend it. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous tea. And yes, it's extra strong, but it's how my dad likes it. And if you don't put so much in, it's not that bad. My dad's one of those that would have like 1 or 2 tea bags and leave it in. But I have mine in for about a couple of seconds and then it's out in the bin straight away, because I don't like it as strong as Dad does. But my dad says the way I do it, it's like, how can you drink that? It's barely in there. But it's how I like it. But yeah, we're all different when it comes to tea, I've noticed. And coffee, actually. Coffee's another one we're all different with. Another tea I quite like, I've had this for a long time, this rose tea. I've barely touched it. I really like it, and I never know if they're gonna like stop selling it or something, which is Whittards, which Whittards do some great tea, okay guys, but this is just, they are really cute. They come in cute little sachets, as it were, like this. I think they're just super cute. I don't have that many left, but I'm making it last. Eventually I will get some more, but this was given to me, so there are 9 sachets left, a bit more than I thought. And you can also get some tea spice, which I think is disgusting. My brother and dad love this stuff, but I don't. I think it's disgusting. But it's down to our tastes, isn't it? We either like it or we don't. Or just don't. I don't like this. Cut a long story short, we have a lot of choice of tea. I'm not going to be here showing you all of it. I just showed you some of my favourites. Apart from that spice, that's I never have a massive mug of tea just because, like I was saying, I've got to be in the mood for it. And I'm not really in the mood for a massive mug, so I've just kind of gone for just half a mug. I may have another tea later, I don't know. I'll probably just go back to coffee, but no, everyone I've noticed is really different when it comes to how they have their tea, to how they have their coffee, etc., etc. And I just, knowing that there are so many different ways of, I've tried more than one way of having tea, more than one way of having coffee, and actually the taste really is different. People say it doesn't matter how you have this and that, it still tastes the same, but actually to me it doesn't. It depends, because people have different strengths with, you know, the tea and the coffee. Some have them really weak, some have them really strong, but I try and get more in the middle. So I try not to have it too weak or too strong. I try and get it, but it's not easy. But I get there in the end. But I know I'm going to enjoy that tea. I was supposed to have stopped having sugar, but I'm finding it difficult. So I got one, but where Dad put a smaller spoon in there, our brain is triggered into thinking we've got one, but really it's actually smaller. But it's one way of cutting down. We need to just give that up and just stop. But I know some people that still have 2 sugars. I used to. Me, Dad, and I think my brother used to have 2. And then we all cut down to having 1. My brother hasn't had sugar for ages. That could be me, but I needed it. And I struggle. I've had hot drinks without sugar. When we've run out and we've had nothing else, then I've done it, because I've had no choice. But knowing I've got no choice because there's sugar in the house, I'm just gonna have it, bugger it. Anyway, it reminds me of a story of some man who wanted to try and make a cup of tea the way us English make our tea. And he filled the mug of water. I thought, right, he's doing that so that he knows there's enough for when he pours it in the kettle, which some people do. I have done that. So I thought, right, that's right. And then he put it in the microwave. And I'm like, do you not have a kettle? And he said, I'm American and Americans don't really have kettles. And I'm thinking, I didn't know what to think, so I was just blank, like, what? So he put it in the microwave, and he dipped the tea bag in, and then it was out, and I'm like, you've barely, and then he stirred it, and I'm like, there's no tea in there. And then he said, and I know you Brits like your sugar. So he was pouring it in, and there was so much in there, I think the spoon could stand up by itself. And I was watching, and I'm like, right, is he taking the mick, and is he now going to make it how we really do it? Because that's not how we make tea. And he said, that's a British tea. And I'm like, that's not a British tea. That's not what we do. There might be some out there that might do that, but most Brits will not do that. So I couldn't believe what I saw. So I duetted this American. This was TikTok because I said duet. So I duetted and said I did all the complaining, as you do. And then I duetted again to show how we really make it. And that had a lot of likes. So it just goes to show. I mean, while I'm English, I should know how to make tea by now, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, it got shadow banned after that. So he and other Americans that didn't like it, the ones that must have agreed with him, must have complained about it. Thank you very much. But at least I know how to make tea properly. I made a mistake. The shadow band was something else. What really happened was the video got removed. That's what I meant. I'm still tired. I've just woken up. I've not drank any of my tea yet. This happens. So guys, I'm actually in the mood to watch Stargirl, so I'm going on at Disney Plus now to put it on. I loved it last time. I really want to see it again. So I still recommend it. I love it so much. It's taking so long to load. I think I'm having trouble with my internet, so it's on, don't worry. I didn't think it was gonna load. It was taking so long. I decided to go back to my childhood and watch a bit of Zack and Cody and the Sweet Life, and I'll watch Stargirl in a bit. I tried to find it and I couldn't find it, and I really want to finish this so I can start something new anyway, so I'll probably just do this. I literally forgot how funny I used to find it, and it's one of those things where it's not as funny as I thought it was. You know when something was so funny when you were a kid, but then you watch it again when you're an adult and it's like, I really found that funny. Yeah, it's one of those moments. I noticed that London Tipton really winds up the teacher, Miss Tetweiler, and I used to find that so funny, so amusing. Now I'm just like, I don't like London. She's one of those characters that I want to get rid of. But when I was a kid, I loved her. But now I'm not so sure. Can you relate to that if you've seen it? If you haven't seen it and you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm really sorry. But I'm sure you would have seen it. So Miss Tetweiler was giving them a chance to pretend married and their jobs. And she said to London Tipton, I know it's pretend, but you're not a brain surgeon. So she ripped it up and said, why don't you be a housewife? And then London was like, oh my God, can I be a mansion wife? She's so used to having money and not knowing any different. Like, it does upset me. And it doesn't help when her dad's one of those that just spends money all the time. And where it's all she knows and doesn't know anything else. Now I'm watching it as I'm older, I kind of really feel sad for her. Actually really upset. But when I was a child, I found it funny. But I'm understanding more about things than when I did when I was a child. I don't know if you guys have noticed that yourselves. I used to think Cody and Bailey were a really cute couple, but now when I watch, I see cringe. I like cringe, and it's like, were they really that cringy? Like, oh, they were cute, but now I'm not seeing cute. I see cringe. Some of it's still a bit funny, but not as funny as I thought it was, when I was a kid. Does any of you remember how annoying London's laugh is? Pretty annoying. I've noticed something else with London, that she knows how to act so stupid, but underneath, I don't think she actually is. I think she does it just to get her own way. I don't know if she's actually playing someone stupid or whether she's... I don't know whether her character's playing someone stupid or whether her character really is stupid, as in, like, not very intelligent, but I don't know if her character is actually deep down intelligent. It's hard to tell, and I always thought when I was a child that she's not very smart, that's it. But I'm looking more into it for some reason, What do you guys think, if you've seen it and know London? Watching this episode, I'm just thinking that this was one of my favourites, but I'm watching it now and I'm like, I don't know. I'll probably skip the episode and go to the next one because I'm really not enjoying it as much as I did do. And then Cody and Bailey break up. They do... I can't speak. They do get back together. For those who have been watching it, you guys will know they get back together. But those who haven't seen it and I've spoiled it, I'm so sorry. Just like that, they were back together, and then Cody has another fight with Zack. Twins, hey? Right, everyone. I feel much better than I did yesterday, and I actually want food today, which is great. I don't know what to have. Let's have a look again. Oh, I'm falling everywhere. Yeah. I will probably have pate on toast because I am obsessed and I'm missing the show. I need to pause it. It won't take me long. So I'm going to have a bit of toast and then, I don't know. I don't want to have this video as long as it was yesterday, so I'm trying my best to cut it short. But it's struggling to find stuff to film. And I did say that I was going to start filming every day and see what happens, see if I like it. If I don't like it, then I won't film every day. But it's my second day doing it, so... second or third day doing it, so... But anyway... I wanted to talk to you all about this garden again. We are still having plans to do more out there. Dad was just saying to me last night how it would be nice to, when we've cleared it all, just have patio. And I said to him that that would be really good anyway because it would make the garden look bigger. It's not the biggest of gardens anyway, but it would just look and feel bigger, and it's not something that I would actually complain about. But then even if it didn't, I just want to start enjoying the garden again. Because during lockdown, we had a problem with the fence coming down, and we don't really get on with our neighbours, so we could never really just go out there and sit and try and enjoy it because there was always something that they had to do or say to us, and I didn't want to entertain them just by going out there. So for the whole lockdown, we never really enjoyed the garden, which is a shame because we had some beautiful days. We're still sort of in lockdown, I think. I think it's slowly going, But then if we have a second wave, it could all come back and start again. Which, when you're trying to look for a new job, it's not helpful. But I'm getting there. Anyway, and I did start enjoying the garden again. Then we've had to do that, obviously. So one day we start enjoying it again. Anyway, talking of my neighbours, they're gonna be moving back to Poland where they're from, and they're gonna be there permanently, which is, it's great for them, it's what they really want. And hopefully our new neighbours will be nice enough that we can get on with them, because we get on with the other side. They're not so chatty, but when they do chat, they're really nice, they're really polite. But the Polish ones, they're just, I'm sure they're really nice. They only started to get really nice with us just because they knew that when our fence was down, they would have to face us if we ever went in the garden. Plus, the other reason why I know they were nice is because they know they're leaving. And when next door said, "Unfortunately for you, we're leaving," in my head I was going, unfortunate. But I'm sure they're really nice people. They're just not a big fan of us, and we're not a big fan of them. But it happens. We have moments where we have neighbours and we don't get on with them. It happens, you know? It is the way it is. I'm really sorry, guys, that it's a rubbish video today. I've just struggled with knowing what to film. So hopefully tomorrow should be better. I'm not sure if I'm liking the whole filming every day thing. I put my hat down. Massive well done to those of you who do film and upload every day. I don't know how you do it, but honestly, you are the best YouTubers. There are so many great YouTubers out there, but those who film and upload every day, wow. Massive respect for you guys, because I don't know how you do it. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm trying. I'm trying. You can't beat a bit of Marmite on toast. I know it's a mess, haven't cleaned up yet again. I always do it in the mornings, but I relax for a bit first. Anyway, guys, I am just going to be doing cleaning and then chilling for the rest of the day. So I'm just going to end here. I don't really know what else to film. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. I don't really know what I've got planned for tomorrow, but I will make sure there's something planned so I can have something that's actually worth filming. Because today there wasn't a lot, but I hope you enjoyed anyway. And I love you all so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah.